Welcome everyone to this amazing interview. Today we have Jackie Herrera, who is going to be joining us for this interview. Thank you, Jackie, for joining us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Joy. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
No, absolutely. You know, the pleasure's all mine for having you guys here join us. And, you know, the reason for this interview is so that, you know, we get to know each other a little bit better. Okay. And I also want to hear about, you know, the industry, the fact that you're a real estate agent and how that has impacted you, okay? Okay. All right, so my first question is, how long have you been in the industry and why did you join the industry?
I have been in the industry of real estate for 4 years now.
Okay.
Yes, and the reason that I decided to do real estate, it was for time management. Like,
really?
That was one of the things that, you know, bring me to real estate, and also to help people, to help other people to achieve their dreams of being a homeowner, to help family members and friends to, you know, to have that dream.
That's awesome. Yes. What did you used to do before?
Before, I was an esthetician. I worked in the skincare industry.
Really?
Yes.
Were you in sales too?
Yes, also sales, yes.
Okay, so you've been a saleswoman for a long time.
Yes.
That's awesome. So how does it feel going into from the you know, the skin line and the cosmetology industry into real estate? What's been some of the differences?
Oh, well, it's very powerful. Like being a real estate agent, it's have bring a lot of opportunities to me. And the difference between being an esthetician is that I always was giving a service, but I wasn't involved with the, you know, it was just a routine. But being a real estate agent, it gave me the opportunity also to grow as a professional, to have more time for my family. That was one of the main reasons that I also decided to join real estate, because it gave me the opportunity to manage both, to have time for right now I'm doing real estate full time. So it's real estate is my main focus, and also it gives me time to be with my kids, to you know, to spend time to be with them. Right now, I don't miss any of their events, school meetings. So for me, it's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And you've been able to balance both, you know, the aspects of real estate and being a mom.
Yes.
And how many kids do you have?
I have 3 kids.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And how old are they?
Well, my kids are, the oldest is, I have 2 girls and 1 boy.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
9, 10, and 15.
Oh, so they're still developing?
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
They keep me very busy.
No, that's great. Yeah, so aside from the income that, you know, we're earning in real estate, what is some of basically the most rewarding aspects of the industry?
The most rewarding aspect of the industry for me is to, like I mentioned before, to help people, to change lives, to see people getting their dream to change, you know, getting in another level of like being a homeowner, or being in the place that they, you know, want to be. So for me,
absolutely.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because a lot of people rent, you know, and I know you guys do a lot of work out of New York City, so rent is like the main thing, right? So going from renting and losing all of that money every month, every year, to actually going in there and buying your first home and actually paying a mortgage and, you know, accomplishing the American dream.
Yes, yes. So that you mentioned right now, that a lot of people that rent, they don't realize that they can become a homeowner.
Yes, they don't know the capacity of them, you know, being able to buy their own home. So you mentioned that, you know, you work with a lot of buyers. Can you tell us a story about somebody that you've worked with? Yes.
Well, one of the examples that I can give you is that, like you say, a lot of people, they are renting, but they don't know that they can actually own. So that's one of the main focus for me right now, is to educate, to help people to understand that they can be a homeowner instead of renting. Yeah, I just met a buyer that it was actually a tenant, and I converted to a buyer.
Yes,
that
I actually do the same thing.
Yes.
A lot of, I've had people tell me that they've rented for 20 years, 30 years, and in my mind, you could have been paid for a mortgage, for a long time ago. So yeah, absolutely. And on top of that, those of you who actually buy your own property, you're able to build equity and eventually cash out on the property that you're currently buying.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. So what has been some of the most, I guess, difficult aspects of the industry for you?
Well, it hasn't been, like any other job. It has ups and downs.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk to you about, you're a woman and you're a mom and you are in the industry, in the real estate industry. I know that real estate is mostly male dominated. So how do you feel about being, an empowered woman in this industry?
Well, being in real estate and being a woman empowers me. It gives me independence.
Yes.
Yes. A lot of independence. Also, I can show that women also have power, have the ability to be leaders, to be mentors.
Yes.
So that's one of the what motivates me also to be here, to be better every day, to get more trainings, to be the real estate agent that other women can, see on me, and they can also look real estate as a career, as an advance, as a future, and it's amazing.
No, absolutely. And I love the fact that you mentioned independence, because what we want to create is more independent women, right? Who they take control of their own lives, of their own income. And and the fact that when the moment that you take control over your own income, that means that you're no longer relying on anybody else, right? And that gives you power.
Yes.
So we're both EXP agents, right? So what has EXP been able to do for you and your business?
Well, EXP has been an amazing opportunity, not only for me, also for you and for all of our team members and everybody that has joined EXP. Because EXP is, I see future.
Yes.
I see success. I see expansion. I see leadership. I see a lot of great things on EXP, the education, training, the access that we have to the amazing platform that EXP provide us. It's amazing, and it's a way for us to succeed.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
It is.
And EXP has a lot of different things, such as revenue shares, stock options, the training, the platforms, the KV Core, all of these things. What has been maybe like one aspect of EXP that completely makes you in love with it?
One of the main aspects of EXP, it has been the training. That I can be home, I can be with my family, and I have this amazing platform, KV Core, and I can promote myself, I can teach myself, I can, learn. I can do amazing things from my house, vacation, or wherever I am, And also another aspect of that I love of EXP is that it can help me to get to that financial freedom that I want, to eventually. I want to get, all of us, we want to get there. So I see the future, I see the opportunity.
Yeah.
And then for that, the revenue share is one of the points that caught my attention and is one of my focus. And there's there's a different ways that we can get that revenue share, and I'm working on, growing that right now, and
No, absolutely, because it's all about earning residual income. It's all about having different sources of income. As a real estate agent, you're very limited to earning money per transaction, and that's it, basically, right? But through EXP, they have completely expanded that, right? So that's an incredible aspect of it. So what are some of your personal goals and aspirations, you in the industry? Like, where do you want to be in the next 5 years?
I see myself growing as a person, as a professional in the industry.
So let me ask you something. If you were to be able to pinpoint maybe one person or one book that has definitely inspired you to, become better, who would you choose?
Well, Joel, as an entrepreneur in the industry, one person that inspired me is Rockefeller.
Yes.
John D. Rockefeller.
And we were talking about it last night.
Yes, we were talking about that last night.
His family.
All of his legacy of how he did business.
Yes.
For me, it was inspiring.
Yeah.
It was, the belief that he has for the future, for the destiny, to be competitive, to be where he wants to be, no matter what it takes. So he really inspired me, and he helped me to think where I want to be, as a person, as a professional.
And it motivates you.
It motivates me.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller.
Yes, that's my man.
He's your man. Well,
Yes.
mine is J.P. Morgan. We
Yes.
talked about it.
Yeah.
And these are incredible individuals that lived, back in the 1900s. They were born in the 1800s, but they lived throughout the 1900s.
Yes.
Titans in the industry.
Yes.
Men who became multi-millionaire and some of them probably billionaires. And so John D. Rockefeller definitely changed the industry and controlled a lot of it. So
yes.
He's definitely one of the bigger ones in the industry. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. If you were to go back in time and see the younger self of you, 21 years old or 18 years old, what would you tell that person today?
I will tell my youngest version of me to invest more time in education and coaching and developing myself as a professional earlier.
Really?
Yes, I encourage every young people, every young woman and man to start early, to start creating that base to become a professional, to have that mindset of what is your passion, what do you want to be in the future, and just work on that, create that base and start from there. I think it's investing time
in self-development.
Yes. But also one thing that I think is very important and that I wish that I did more was listen to yourself, and also you have to obey yourself, your inner voice inside, your instinct, yes. And also have to be more focused and work, have a mindset and work for that mindset no matter what.
That's very interesting that you mentioned that. So do you, are you somebody who struggles with self-doubt?
Actually, no, but you have to create, especially in these times in the industry and trying to balance work and family, you really need to have that discipline to become that person that you want to be, that you dream, and that you want to be, the success that you want to get to. So you really need to have a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
Yes. Without discipline, it's hard. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yes.
So let me ask you something. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
That's a great question. And in the next 5 years, I see myself as a woman in the industry, but in investment.
Investment?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, right now, I'm creating the base of starting with investing in 1 families, 2 families, and I'm creating a project. I'm talking with an investor right now, and we are starting, the base of developing that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. As entrepreneurs,
yes.
what we want is several different sources of income.
Yes.
Right? We want to make sure that we're making money through EXP,
yes.
through investments and
yes.
different things. And actually, what I love about Jackie is that she is in the stock market.
Yes.
right? So tell me a little bit more about that. How did you get into it?
I get into the stock market before EXP. So
Really?
when I joined, I was in another company before, and when I joined EXP and I heard about the revenue share, the stock market, and for me also it was. It opened my eyes, it opened my mind, and my husband is the one that put me into the stock market.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. So you said that your husband was the one that put you in the stock market?
Yes. My husband, before I was doing real estate, I was busy. He always say, "Oh, I see that you can do this.
Yeah.
I see that
He believed in you.
Yeah, he believed in me, and I always say, "No, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be, just looking at the screen." And one day, I just decide to try.
Really?
And it has been true, blessed, amazing. I love it, and it's another opportunity to grow, income, to
Yes.
become financially independent,
Yes.
and it's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
But it really motivates me, and it want me to get to the next level.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
Not only the fact that you're in the industry of real estate, you're in the stock market, but the more you continue again to self-develop, self-learn,
Yes.
it makes you that much better. There's a lot of people who are going to be watching this video, and there's a lot of women out there who are going to be watching this video, and they might think, is it possible for me to enter into the industry? And what would you tell that person that might want to join the EXP, not only EXP, but the industry of itself?
One of the things that I will love to do also in the future is empower other women to join the industry, because it gives you independence, it gives you opportunity to grow, to develop as a professional.
Yes.
And it's an amazing opportunity. It's not easy because it has a lot of ups and downs, but just follow your dream, work hard, and have fun. I think, that's the most important.
That's the key.
Yes, that's the key. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Thank you, Jackie, for joining us today, and we'll definitely stay in touch. Thank you, guys.
Oh, thank you so much, Joel, for having me here.
Absolutely. Take
Great.
care.